Hello, everybody. Welcome to our 15th YouTube channel. This is the Feast of Tabernacles 2027 YouTube channel. We were just blown up a week or so back again. I haven't even been making videos for several months, and enough of that. It's just popped the course over the last 7 years, 8 years at least, and beyond. We were breaking the news. We have many videos on events in the world, what you're looking at, things like that. We're trying to reload some into this channel now. But I've been watching prepper videos in the last day or two, a lot of them. Southern Prepper and a bunch of others. And a big thing is gas. Storing gas, liquid gas, propane gas. What is the best gas to store? Well, everybody knows food storage is going to go away, so gardening is best. Even in the city, in your apartments, grow lights. We've had videos in the past on that. Um, Actually doing it. They will go away, your preps, your storage. What we're doing for gas is you can go on YouTube or Google biodigester made in Israel. Now, that's the only company I'm aware of. I'm sure there might be a couple more now. What a biodigester is, uh, I'm going to say they're in the range of 1400 now. We paid a little less for ours. You can also make them. A biodigester is what you put your human pee and poop, maybe some animals if you have them. Chickens would good, make it cook. It makes gas within hours or a couple of days from the day you start using it. It's methane. Let's call it propane. We had bought one, but prior to that, 5 or 6 years ago, at least, I had one on YouTube, and you can see how to make a biodigester in many ways out of big tote water tanks, 265-gallon tanks, which is what I bought parts to build. I took all notes on that video and went to Home Depot and bought everything to build it and kept the video. We also have spare whole set of the one that we bought, absent the big rubber bags, to make a biodigester. So we have enough to make two biodigesters. Plus, we have one pre-made. Now, this methane gas will work in like my buddy heaters, any kind of camper stoves. We have a couple of motorhomes and several campers on our land. You can run your stoves. You can run gas heaters, which we'll be doing in part. We have those, but we also have wood stoves in them. And we also have electric heaters. How are we going to deal with electric? Well, we got quite a bit of solar, a couple thousand watts. That's not a ton. People are concerned with batteries. Well, what if the batteries die? Well, put in reconditioning batteries. We had made videos and I reconditioned a number of them about 5 years ago using Epsom salt and water, but you can use any electrolyte. So how are you going to run? And we have 14,500 watts between three generators. How are we going to run that? Well, they can run off of the methane or the biodigester. But what we're doing is using what is called hydrogen. Now, they have hydro kits online. We have a video on here. Shema, who's with us, just installed one in his vehicle. Because when we go to our off-grid land, it's good drive, and we can get hopefully double our gas mileage. Now, there's a lot of debate on this hydrogen. It's safe. It's water going to electric shock through electrolytes, simply put, for the layman. And it's very simple. It's basically two wires hooked to your electrical system in your car or battery, and it's water, again with an electrolyte. We're using potassium dioxide. Very cheap, big bulk of it, you're good to go. these things you can look up on YouTube, running a generator on hydro. Now we're using it for fuel efficiency and extending our gas mileage on our car, and we do have liquid gas storage on the land. But nevertheless, the hydrogen kit, you'll see online that you can run your generator straight off of the hydrogen water with the electrolyte. So we'll be setting that up, taking it out of our car or making our own. We bought the hydrogen kit because for the amount to buy it, it's actually time and material. It was just more efficient to get one quick. But that one will run all of our generators. If we branch it off, it's big enough, it produces enough. So this is how we'll run generators off of water. People say, debate about this. Well, General Motors and the other car companies who are converting now over to making electric cars, if you research this in YouTube and look extensively, you'll find that these auto manufacturers are also focusing on making hydrogen kits that you can turn your car straight hydrogen. That's one of their solutions, or one of the things they're doing. If you keep looking, you'll see that there are cars out there that personally people have done that are total hydrogen, running on water, separating the gas from the water. It's a very simple, easy system. It doesn't take a mechanic. It's a couple of little hoses, 2 electrical lines, and bingo, you're in. It doesn't take a lot of know-how. So these are the things I'm saying on prepper videos: is the gas storage. It's going to run out. You need to store some. Like with us, we're not off-grid full time, but we will be. And this is coming up soon. Now, because we're making our own gas, it doesn't mean, and you can actually hook up, take a bag, put it in the trunk of your car or truck, put a weight on it of some kind to give it pressure, and you can run a line right into your carburetor and adjust your carburetor, adjust the air, and the same goes for fuel injection. But you can work this into your system and run your car on methane or propane. No extra parts needed. It's just a matter of the mixture. It doesn't burn liquid. It burns the fumes, your car. So that being said, when I'm talking also about this methane in stoves and heaters and grills or whatever, you have to take the regulator off because this isn't under high pressure. That's why you have to put a weight on it. But you'll see that if and when you YouTube these when you YouTube or Google these biodigesters. This is not new technology, it's great stuff. And there's also what you call gasification, wood gasification. And you'll see people running cars on that. That goes back to World War II, where that was pretty popular in Europe. But that's a more complex system I won't get into, but you can research it. We'll be doing that too, and we have the parts to build those. You see, when we're out there within 30 days, all these things I'm talking about, what we have built or installed already, or what we intend to build and install that we got the parts for, it's only going to take us a couple of weeks when we're there 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and there's a few of us there. By having all these skills and having all these things, I would like to say, as far as protection and guns and shooting people and killing people coming for your food, we are surrounded by people, and we have, not surrounded, we're out in the middle of nowhere. But we let them know what we're doing. We let them know that there's food up there. We let them know that there's toilet paper up there. We let them know everything we have up there, and they are welcome to go anytime it gets bad and we're not there, and take what they need and just leave us a note so we know to replace it, and we'll never be upset with them. People will kill and people will do things and attack or fight or injure others for food or gas or other things because you won't help them. When you're known to be one who will help them, and more than that, will go to their home, take some of our parts, take some of the scraps from a junk car that they have or things around their house, and help them build a biodigester in a day or two, or help them do these things, or give them seeds from our fruits and vegetables in the garden, while we give them a little food to last them and help them. This is our protection. This is the best protection. Your skills, they can kill you. They can take your food. They can take your biodigester. They can take your hydrogen kits. But if they don't know, and they don't have the skills to build them and know the full operation of them and repairing them, and then they're going to be back in the same boat again 90 days later or 60 days later or whatever the case may be. So this is why we do what we do. I'm going to put some clips now in the end of this of some of the things I spoke of. Hydrogen, just short, so you get an idea. The biodigester, a minute or two or three, just so you can see. And just YouTube and Google these things. There's so many things that we're doing. We have 3 sources of heat: wood stove, electric, fireplace heaters, and the gas heaters. We have 3 sources of water. We have a well, but it gets dry a couple of times, especially with this drought. We have water collection, pretty good setup. Kind of mobile, we move it around. But we have water when we go up there all the time in this drought to give extra water to the plants. And we have a beaver pond down the road. And just a couple of miles away, there is a pipe coming out of the side of a mountain with spring water. Now, the thing we're doing for transportation is electric bikes. Electric bikes, they run up into 1,500, $2,000, and as low as in the 300s. But you're going to get a regular decent mountain bike, which we have one on order now, but we'll be getting a couple, with a bike trailer. And this allows us to go about 20 miles an hour for anywhere from 30 to 50 miles. We have 2 small towns about 10 minutes away by car. By the electric bike at 20 miles an hour, these are 15 to 20 minutes tops. And with the bike trailer, we can throw some water jugs. We got the big, the kind that you have delivered, but we have bought those. We can throw a few of those on the electric bike if it comes down to that. If we have produce, or we have chicken meat or eggs or other things, and there's people in the area that we know, which I'm getting to know and have been for a few years, that if we have some extra things, we can go and take the ride, 2 or 3 of us on bikes together. You don't want to be alone. Electric bikes, and it's a fun thing to do. And have inflatable kayaks and things like that that are cheap, with your fishing pole so you can go fishing. We have a trampoline. We also have all that stuff for kids and adults and things to do. These things are very important. We are infested with deer where we're at. They can be a problem sometime with the apple trees and things like that. It's about one in particular. And strawberries and things like that. So I hope this has given you some ideas, and I hope you get some benefit from a few clips that I'll put now at the end of this on some of these things. And I love you all. I hope the best for you all. And may the Most High be with you in these things. Seek Him first. He'll guide you in these things. Self-sufficiency, that's what we're talking about. We're not preppers. I don't consider ourselves preppers. We're creating a paradise. We're not going out there to struggle and starve and worry. We're not going out there to live out of fear. We just don't want any part of what they're doing. It's not our life. If they choose, and the majority will. And most people, when you do what they're told in this, as this economic crash goes, and nobody will be living abundantly, but they'll make sure that you're taken care of. No rent, no car payments. They'll cut everything, moratoriums. They'll have FEMA and Red Cross and everybody else and all the infrastructure of giving food. Like any of you have been through hurricanes or tornadoes where you were without power for 2 months, you know what I'm talking about. I have. they will give you, as long as you do what you're told, enough for you to survive. And anybody who hasn't prepped in all this time know this. They're not going to be running 50 miles away or going out into the middle of the wilderness looking for people with preps when for years they wouldn't even go to the store and get a can of tuna fish to start. They didn't have the wherewithal for these years. They're not going far later either. Okay? So, all this guns and killing people, I'm not here to kill anyone. I'm here to help anyone I can who comes across us. We will share and give what the best we can while we give them seeds and teach them how to grow. Teach them how and give them a little bit of methane gas, maybe let them use a heater for a little while we get them set up with a biodigester. Between us all, scraping together enough to make a hydrogen kit if they have a generator or even for their car. If you have value and skills, you'll have friends and little to no enemies.